Lock 'em and load 'em, ladies. It's go time.
It certainly is go time, boys. Here we go. Time for Treyarch to come out with Call of Duty Black Ops 3. The reveal is tomorrow, so stay tuned on my channel for whatever Treyarch decides to release tomorrow, which I'm going to talk about more in this video. But I kind of wanted to make a wishlist video. But before we do that, I forgot. I'm sorry. What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and we are bringing you a Black Ops 3 wishlist video, kind of talking about my wishes for Black Ops 3 with the information that we have so far, of course, and some news along the way, you know, because I don't want to just bring along my wish list and not just bring the news along with it so you can understand where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about. So that's what this video is going to be about. And decided to switch it up, go with an LMG here. Black Ops 2 Classic LMGs always beat out any other gun. LSAT's a very good one. I think I was running stock, and what's the other one? FMJ maybe, something like that. So hope you all enjoyed the gameplay. And so first thing on my wish list is I hope that Black Ops 3 has theater mode. Theater mode, the last time we saw theater mode was Black Ops 2, and of course Treyarch brought theater mode into Black Ops 1, I believe it was, the first one, and then ever since then, Modern Warfare 3 had a theater mode, but it wasn't as good, and then Black Ops 2 brought back theater mode, and Call of Duty Ghosts never brought theater mode in because we had these next generation consoles. But theater mode is very cool, very interesting, and very fun to play around with, and I feel that people would have a lot of fun bringing back theater mode within Black Ops 3. So hopefully that's a thing, but I'm not too sure yet. There hasn't been any information on it as of right now. The next thing that I want to talk about is the campaign, and, you know, lots of people I know don't play the campaign, but different endings for the campaign. So, you know, there has been some news on the campaign that, well, first off, let me talk about the news about the campaign first so that we don't get sidetracked here. There is going to actually be a co-op campaign. The last time we saw this was World at War. World at War, I'm not entirely sure how many people could play the co-op campaign in World at War. It might have been 2. I'm not entirely sure, but Black Ops 3 will have a 4-player co-op campaign, which is exciting because we never really seen that in any other Call of Duty, obviously, besides World at War, so I'm glad they are actually taking that and bringing that back. They're also going to have some sort of character progression system within the campaign. Don't know how that's going to work out yet, but you're going to be able to show off your armory and your loadouts and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. So they're kind of enhancing the campaign experience. Hopefully, well, in every Call of Duty, the campaign is usually generally good anyways, except for Ghosts, in my opinion. That campaign was bad because of the acting, but Black Ops 3 hopefully will have a decently good campaign, and that's basically what I hope for in the campaign of Black Ops 3. Now, moving on to my next thing about the campaign is, how are we going to get this campaign? You know, Black Ops 2 had the multiple choices where you can have multiple different endings. There was different choices you could choose in the campaign, and no Call of Duty has ever went back to that after Black Ops 2, but are they going to be bringing that back in Black Ops 3? I don't know. I kind of would like to see that because it gives more replay value when you do that, you know what I mean? Instead of just playing it one time and then that's it, you know, people have kind of an incentive to go back, especially if you're going to level up or something like that within the campaign. You generally have more incentives to go back when, you know, you add those features into the campaign. So we'll have to see about that, but that's not really confirmed. The next thing that I want to kind of talk about is kind of like a rumor. It was I saw it actually on Charlie Intel, and I'm not sure what to think of this, but there's different hints that signify this problem. Well, depends on what console you are, but there's a rumor that Black Ops 3 could have the exclusive DLC deal with the PlayStation Sony instead of Microsoft Xbox, and we'll obviously have to see about that. Nothing has been confirmed about that, but personally, I don't own a PlayStation or a PlayStation 4, so, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be like a terrible thing. Like, if the maps did come out first on PlayStation, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, that's it, I'm gonna have to go buy a PlayStation. I would just be like, well, I guess I'll just wait a month, I'll just look on YouTube and look at the maps. You know, it's not like that big of a deal in my opinion, but, you know, this could change, and it could change the events too, because, you know, everything about Call of Duty is now supported by Microsoft. You know, you look at the events, they're supported by Microsoft Xbox One. Activision, you know, Microsoft pays Activision to get everything first and to be supported by Microsoft, and if that changes, that's just going to be completely huge within, you know, gaming events and stuff like that. So we'll have to see about that. But overall, that's just a general neutral standpoint. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not going to be, like, if Microsoft came back for this year, I'd be kind of mad because, Microsoft shouldn't be the only one. In my opinion, we should all get the DLC at the same time. Who does it matter whether Sony or whoever gets it first? I think that we should all get the DLC at the same time, and, that's the whole point there. That's what I really wanted to make. Another thing that I want to talk about in, the news-wise is that there's going to be a Black Ops 3 beta, hopefully. I mean, at least if we can find out from these teaser pictures here. Black Ops 3 beta, don't know when it is, but we find a release date for the game, which it says November 6th, which is a Friday, which is unusual because Call of Duty, or most games in general, release on a Tuesday. Now, who the hell fucking came up with a Tuesday? I have no clue, but, because Tuesday's a kind of a bad day, because, if you're in school, it's like the middle of the week, kind of, per se, because you'll get it Tuesday, and most of the time it'll be Wednesday, so that's really the middle of the week. That's kind of hard to do anything with. But, or even work, per se, it depends on who you are. But, this year it's going to be a Friday, so, if you're like at work or at school or something, you could just go to your GameStop or even go pre-order it on your Xbox or PlayStation, right there and just get it. And you'll be able to play it right on a Friday, and then it'll be Saturday and Sunday. It'll be right on the weekend. That's a smart move by Treyarch, smart move by Activision to release it on a Friday. So I'm actually happy about that from that news. Now, also, we get to see on these posters that it says that the beta is coming for only Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. It doesn't mention anything about last generation consoles, which are the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and, it's kind of getting to that point. I made a video about this a little while back talking about, I don't know how Black Ops 3 is going to come to the current gen, which is Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I don't know if it's only going to be that, but in my opinion, I really wanted it to only be there, and it looks like it's like that because the beta is not coming to the older consoles. So, I don't know if that's just on purpose, like maybe the game will, or maybe they only want the beta testers on the new consoles. I'm not entirely sure on what that is, but there's a lot of hints signifying that we may not even get a Call of Duty on the other consoles, which that's your own opinion to defend for. But I noticed that as well. And there's going to be, obviously, we talked about zombies before, and there's the multiplayer. Let's talk about the multiplayer for a little bit, because when I heard this, I was kind of disappointed, but I still kind of have faith in Treyarch. So there's going to be this new movement system, apparently, and here we go again. You look at this poster, it's a new movement system. I'll read this out. With Black Ops 3, Treyarch premieres a new momentum-based chained movement system, allowing players to fluidly move through the environment with finesse, using controlled thrust jumps, slides, and mantling abilities in the multitude of combinations, all while maintaining complete control over your weapon at all times. This sounds very similar to the Exo suit, and of course, I do not support, I don't want Treyarch to include an exosuit or whatever it is going to be in the next game. But, so there I kind of was like, well, that's kind of disappointing because I didn't want any of this in the game. But then we read the next one, and it says tailored map design. Maps are designed from the ground up for the new movement system, allowing players to be successful with traditional movement as well as advanced tactics and maneuvers. So it seems as though, they're kind of taking a new approach with this, so, they're not like Sledgehammer Games. It's just like, what, screw you old traditional Call of Duties, we're gonna just make this new movement system, and yeah, we have a classic playlist, but these maps have nothing to do with any of the traditional movements, so, they suck. Well, at least Treyarch sees that, and they're gonna make the maps play tailored to traditional movements as well as new movements, so maybe they're gonna have, like, separate playlists for this movements or the traditional movements. I have no clue, but at least we know that they're working on something like that, which kind of brings my hopes up again. And again, this is Treyarch, so I have high hopes for this game, and which will hopefully be good. And there's going to be a special character and rank up system. It's going to be different from the traditional rank. There's obviously going to be the traditional rank up, but it's going to give players different ways to rank up as well. So there's also that. And that's basically what I wanted to talk about. So for Black Ops 3, I kind of wanted a theater mode from what we have. I wanted different endings in the campaign. The multiplayer, really, I just want no exosuits. I want them to go simple with this multiplayer. And that's basically it, you know. For this world reveal that we're going to be getting on April 26th, which I don't know why I'm saying that day, because it's tomorrow as me making this video today. I hope, in my opinion, I was watching Legend of Thunder's video about this, and at first I was like, no way they'd do this. That would be too early. But I honestly agree with him now. Multiplayer might be revealed tomorrow. Who knows? Because here's the thing. You take a look at all the clues that we're getting. These leaks usually happen, you know, like the poster leaks. You know, you get the Black Ops 2 poster leak. You know, it was like, oh, the day the game's coming out. Okay, that's not really that big of a deal, you know. But then you get, like, something, you know, stupid, like all these leaks for Black Ops 3, which obviously, you know, they're not stupid, but it's stupid how they would announce them to the public this early. They're just, like, it seems like they're just feeding us information, and we already know so much about multiplayer, so much about a lot of the stuff within the game, that, you know, it's like, what are they going to reveal, you know? It's like, yeah, they could do a campaign reveal, okay, they could do, you know what I mean? But since Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare have completely bombed the franchise, I think Activision is finally seeing that, you know what, we need to have something to boost up this franchise series, because the way that it's going right now, Ghosts and Advanced Warfare just completely ruined it. We need to get these sales back up. So Treyarch, I want you to release a multiplayer reveal, and there's, you know, different hints at that, you know what I mean? We're getting all of this information. We already know that there's going to be a multiplayer beta, for Christ's sakes. We know that there's going to be some sort of beta, as telling from these posters, and if they did include a beta, they wouldn't wait till August to release the beta, and possibly after that. They would need to do the beta, you know, within a good amount of time, so maybe sometime during the summertime, which leads me to my point where it may be multiplayer, guys. It may be a multiplayer. Now, it probably won't be, you know, oh, here's some Black Ops 3 gameplay, here you go. Probably not the gameplay for it, but we'll see some sort of trailer for it, you know, maybe like a cinematic 3D kind of trailer. Who honestly knows, but I'm excited for tomorrow, and that's really my wish list, what I want. No exos. I hope that Treyarch finds a way to counter and make it simple and fun. That's, you know, those are the two words that you want in Call of Duty, simple and fun. None of this Advanced Warfare bullshit movement, or Call of Duty Ghosts boring slow, let's go down a hill with Riley, and just camping weeds all day. You know what I mean? That just gets boring, and the previous two Call of Duties haven't been there, but Treyarch, man, could bring it back for 2015. So leave a comment below on what you think that they're going to release tomorrow. My opinion, they might release multiplayer, because campaign, let's face it, you know what I mean? If they release a campaign trailer, who's going to go all insane for that trailer? You know what I mean? The campaign's always good in Call of Duty, like I mentioned before anyways. So it's not going to be anything like completely new. It's just going to be, you know, a campaign. But if we get a multiplayer reveal, that's going to get people hooked. It's going to get people on the hook and ready to pre-order their game for beta access. Now, some people, you know, of course, Activision probably hasn't done a beta because they didn't want people to get frustrated or didn't like the game, and then sales would go down. But if they're doing a beta for this game, Activision must have a good feeling about this, because we're talking about Activision guys here. They're all about the money and the sales, and if they're doing a beta for this game, that's going to be pretty sweet, and I will obviously get my hands on that pre-order beta. And please, Treyarch, please take the target finder and the bullshit out of the game. We don't want the stupid quick scopes with the ballista and the DSR friggin' spamming, the SVU spammer. I mean, come on, Vonderhaar. Nobody wants that in the game to make it even more frustrating than it already is. I don't know how the snipers could get any worse than Black Ops 2. We don't want any BS Remington shoot him 500 times around the corner and he still kills you because he has dexterity on. And we don't want the shitty-ass camera angles like they were in Black Ops 2, because those camera angles, you'll be looking at a dude, he'll have his gun pointed in the other direction looking down, and he'll just instantly kill you. On his screen, he's looking right at you, but you're just like out in nowhere. The camera angles in Black Ops 2 made no sense. So all that I say here is make the game fun, entertaining, and make it work properly. You know, Black Ops 2 was fun and entertaining. You know, while it had its problems, it was fun and entertaining, but the problem was with the lack of the skill, the lack of the information that they ended up putting into the game that didn't fix the problems with it. You know, the gun balance, everything needs to be balanced, and so hopefully Treyarch could do that, and that's what I would add to my wish list. So that's it for this video. Like if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more content. I'm Ninja Geek. I'm out. Peace.